Hello and welcome to the vMix Funtime Live Show. We have reached February 2026.
We did it.
We did it. We're always so proud of ourselves every month that we made it through another month.
Every new live stream.
Yes. I am Heath. This is Tim. We personally didn't create, but we have a piece of software called vMix. We like to use it every month just to make sure that it's still ticking over, still working.
Yeah.
And also to reach out to you guys so that we get to catch up with some of our users. So thank you for coming and watching live. If you are watching live, now is your opportunity to drop in some comments, questions, total nonsense, whatever you want to share with us. And at the end of the show, we will get to the questions.
Yep. You can get inside the mind of Heath from vMix. So any questions or comments or anything you want to know about his personal life, here's your opportunity.
vMix is live streaming software. It's been around for, since 2009 now?
Yeah, something like
So
that. How many years is that?
It's getting,
17 years?
Sure. Yep. That's about the maths.
I think that works out.
So how long have you been using it for? Let us know in the comments. I'm curious. I haven't been using it as long as most of you, I reckon. So, yeah. All right. Let's
I'm an early adopter.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yes, one of the originals. Originals. Yes. I have played with the originals a little bit, but I wasn't there at that time.
Great.
Barcelona calling, hear the engines rise, sullen on the runway, fire in his eyes, one ticket in his hand, one dream on his mind. Heath's heading to ISE, alright. Heath heads to ISE, alright. Getting ready to travel from Australia to Barcelona. Packing bags and laptop, charger in the corner, passport in the pocket, boarding call echoing, a long haul flight, but the future's glowing. Scrolling through the floor plan, mapping every hall, looking at pro wavy tech, he wants to see it all. The latest AV gear, shining like a stage, innovation buzzing on every page. From Brizzy skies to Spanish air, he's chasing pixels everywhere. He's tired already, but he doesn't care. He's heads to ISE, oh yeah. LED video walls lighting up the night, drone swarm light shows painting skies bright. PZ cameras turning smooth and clean, video capture devices powering the dream. Mini PC stacked small but strong, this is where the pros belong. Heartbeats fast, it feels so right, Barcelona burning bright.
He heads to ISE.
He heads to ISE, flying halfway around the world for the future fix. Lasers and lights, smoke machines in the mix.
He heads to ISE.
Speakers shaking, giant screens, light up spheres and neon beams. Demos running back to back. He's living on adrenaline, no turning back.
He heads to ISE.
Alright,
He heads to ISE. He heads to ISE. Alright. He heads to ISE.
walking through the expo floor, every booth wants a little bit more. Taking loads of photos and video of the latest stuff. Storage filling up, but it's never enough. Zoom, Teams, Google Beam, hybrid sure on every screen. Live talk shows and interviews controlled by vMix, streaming magic with a technical twist. Audio mixers glowing gold, stories of the future told. Engineers and creators side by side, innovation amplified. LED video walls towering high, drone swarm light shows in the Spanish sky. PZ cameras catching every move, video capture devices in the groove. Mini PCs powering every stage. much desire. Every booth, another spark. From morning sun to after dark. It's overwhelming, it's intense. Too much brilliance to make sense. But every step reminds him why he crossed the world beneath this sky. Barcelona night, city glow. Tech and music in the flow. Even when the days are long, he knows this is where he belongs. Looking at pro AV tech, the latest AV gear. What's next? LED video walls again. Drone swarm light shows over Spain. PTZ camera sharp and sleek. Video capture devices peak. Mini PC, small but strong. This is where he's meant to be all along. Heath heads to ISE from Australia to Barcelona in the mix. Lasers and light smoke machines that ignite.
Heath heads to ISE.
Speakers, thunder, giant screens, light up spheres and silver beams. Demos, mixers, future dreams. Live talk shows and interviews controlled by vMix. Zoom, Teams, Google Beam, streaming across every screen. Taking loads of photos and video of the latest stuff. He's tired but he can't get enough.
Heath heads to ISE. Heath
Alright.
heads to ISE. Heath heads to ISE. Heath heads to ISE.
Barcelona sunrise, camera flash, suitcase heavy memory stash. One more photo before he flies. Future reflected in his eyes. Heath heads to ISE.
Heath heads to ISE. All right.
There you go. I went to ISE. Heath heads
Heath heads to ISE.
to ISE. So yes, it was great fun. Had a wonderful time. Spent a fair bit of time with our Austrian reseller and friend Sasha. That was good fun, and got to meet up with a bunch of other companies that we've been talking to over the years. Also talking to a bunch of people about OMT, which was good. So yeah, had a great time.
What else did you learn?
I
There
think
was a top secret section.
yeah,
I
yeah.
noticed that. You still
So-
can't talk about that?
I can't. I can't talk about it because it hasn't been announced yet, but I was sort of betting that it might be. So it was in the video that I prepared a couple of days ago, but I ended up having to blur it out because I couldn't show you guys. I'm sorry. Next month, I'm sure I'll be able to talk about that. So we just got a little bit of I got a preview view of a device, which was I think it'll be quite handy for some people. It may be a little bit pricey, but it could be quite handy. I'll leave it at that. No hints, sorry. Yeah. So the key things that I saw, I would say LED video walls were pretty much everywhere. So I know of a bunch of people that are already using vMix to fire content out to their video walls. They use obviously other hardware along the way, but we know that vMix gets used to help them out. So that was really cool to see, and I would say the key things were NDI, Dante Audio. They were they're the bread and butter of Pro AV, which is what this show is all about. So it was good to see so many companies adopting those because they generally just work. Although you do need a bit of a dedicated network if you want to do it really right. One of the things that I wanted to go and see specifically was the Yamaha CC1, and I did get a chance to play with that, as you saw in the video, perhaps. And I was able to get the Stream Deck component working at the top with vMix, so all of those buttons work just fine. They're perfect. However, getting the other controls working perfectly is still a little bit of an issue. So I am talking to Yamaha, and I'm hopeful that we can come up with a solution. But at this stage, the CC1 is not fully compatible with vMix, so I thought I'd just let you guys know that in case it was something you were looking for. What else? I came across, I've seen this protocol thrown around plenty, but ISE is sort of the founder of it, but SDVoE, which stands for Software Defined Video over Ethernet. So that was pretty much everywhere through the show as well. And because it was founded at ISE many years ago, it makes sense. I am curious if anybody in the chat has used it before. I'm curious to know more about what its benefits are over alternative protocols. So just, yeah, let me know in the chat. I'd like to know. Yeah, I think that's a good little wrap up. The video kind of showed all of the fun things that I got to see. And so if you have any questions or you want to know about anything in the video, just ask in the chat and I'll be able to tell you about them a bit later in the show.
We thought we would give it a go, just to go over and see what it was like. A lot of people talk about it. A lot more people go to it than NAB these days for some reason. So it's sort of, as broadcast and AV converge, we would sort of be interesting to go and check it out. And Heath was able to record every minute he was there and provide the video for us, so we had an idea of what it was all about. So it's interesting to see how broadcast is moving in, and the booths that weren't there a few years ago at different sort of AV conventions are now there. So interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, I got to see the Miri device, which is one of the first pieces of hardware out on the market that supports OMT. So they've been added to the OMT support page, and I got to, see that brand new device, which is pretty cool. We're going to get our hands on one pretty soon, and we'll just continue to play with it. And we might have a little bit more to talk about OMT a little later in the show. But for now,
all right, Heath's going to leave us for now. He's going to go and try something else out. But this is NAB, as you can see here, N1761. That's where our booth is at NAB. So if you're going to be coming to Las Vegas, feel free to drop by and say hello, and we'll have a chat. And I don't really know what we'll have at the booth this year. I think it's going to be more of a come tell us what features you'd like sort of situation with our trade show booth this year. And we'll have a few products, maybe some different OMT hardware perhaps, and different other things. And of course, plenty of mouse pads and stickers and pens and things like that. If you're in the neighborhood of the North Hall, feel free to drop by and give us a yell. And yeah, let us know in the chat if you're going to be going to NAB. So yeah, we'll be over there. It's going to be interesting this year. It's the way that the convention center is working is they're slowly renovating each hall. So at the moment, I think they're renovating the south halls again. So everything's sort of moved into the north, central, and west hall. But yeah, so if you're there, feel free to drop by and say hello. Now I'm going to move into this next section. Hopefully I'm going to press the right button, but we will soon find out. That was not the right button. And anyway, just as a reminder, we are going to NAB. Here it is one more time. I believe it's in April, so I think it starts on the April the 19th. N1761. You can use that code there, NS2255, which I didn't mention before. So that was a great reminder that you can use our code to get free entry into NAB. And we'll put it on our website as well coming up shortly, so you can check that out. And you can use it if you want to get into NAB for free. And don't forget, if you are going, book your flights and accommodation soon, because it's getting very expensive in Las Vegas. All right, let's try this one more time. So over the years, people have always asked, how do I get a drone into vMix? How does it work? How do I do this? And we do have a video on our YouTube channel that goes over how to set up a DJI drone with vMix in order to get it into a production. Now, unfortunately, that controller that we had no longer works. So we no longer have the ability to buy that controller, and they've released 4 different models since then. So what I'm actually going to do today is quickly show you a new setup using the DJI Mini Pro 5. So that is going to be the new drone, and it will work with the controller that we need will work with a bunch of different versions of the DJI drones, and it's the DJI RC Pro 2. So that has the HDMI output for it, so that you can bring it into a capture card or a IP converter, so that you can bring it into vMix. So today we're going the DJI Mini Pro 5, and that's going to be using the DJI RC Pro 2, which then has HDMI out, and that's going to go into one of these Holy Land receivers, because Heath is out in the car park, and he is going to be hopefully showing us this all connected up. We have a sort of jerry-rigged this whole thing, so it's a little bit dodgy, but it is what it is. So we have the Holy Land connected to the RC Pro 2, the transmitter, and then we have the receiver sitting on the windowsill outside, and that is going into the CND Live A1. Now we have a pre-production software version of this A1, and it has OMT support. So we're actually bringing in the drone via OMT. So we're connecting it up to our network. And then because it's on the network, we're just bringing it straight into the vMix Fun Time live show. So that's the current setup. So hopefully Heath is out there and he's going to fly it away. We have a really dodgy sort of communication system happening here where he's connected to me. He's given me a thumbs up. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to that camera now, and we'll see how it goes. All right, take it away. So we've only just got this drone, so we haven't really dialed in the focus and the color and all that kind of stuff for it. But he's going to fly us around a bit, and yeah. So we'll be doing another video on how to bring all this in together. You don't really need, obviously, a wireless, a transmitter, but because he's outside, I'm in the office block that you just saw. We needed to have a way to transmit it. So it might be a little bit dodgy with the transmission because this is going through a thicket and it's going through our like building basically in order to get the transmission into the different Holy Land transmission and receivers and things. So this is the current petrol prices, if you were wondering. We're currently looking at I can't read that, I'm quite blind. 155.9 for the petrol prices. So yeah, for those that remember, we used to do a live petrol price streaming here at vMix, and we are letting you know what they are now. So I think that'll about do us. It looks like the transmission's probably a little bit dodgy from that controller. So yeah, I think we'll just let him spin around. So our office is over there. And yeah, he's going to bring it down for us. So yeah, that's there he is. He's having a good time. All right, thank you very much, Heath. All right, so that's the setup that we had. We've got the drone going into the controller with HDMI out into the receiver or the transmitter, and then to a receiver that's on the second floor on a windowsill. Then that's coming in through the window, connected up to the CND Live A1 via HDMI, and that's on the network that we can bring into our show via OMT. So that was a fun little sort of experiment. We just got the drone probably not that long ago, and we just got a new battery for it last night so we could fly it for a little bit longer. Just due to our situation, trying to transmit things, and in Australia you have to have line of sight with the drone. We could have just sat in here and done it FPV, but you're supposed to have line of sight for everything. So we wanted to make sure that we did it all above board as possible. And so yeah, that's how you can set up a drone, but we'll do a much longer video as well once we get the opportunity to. So now I need to wait for Heath to come back to the studio. He's going to hopefully grab the CND Live box so we can kind of show it to you. But yeah, it's pretty cool to be able to have a box that will in the future have OMT support. So a hardware box that you can bring in. Also supports NDI, so you'll be able to choose between NDI and OMT on the box. And yeah, so now I need to just sit here and wait. If anybody's got any music that they can play. Anyone? Nobody's here. It's just me. So I believe he is. Did you grab the box?
I did.
Hey, there we go.
Only because you reminded me.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
How'd you go?
I went okay,
Yeah.
but it sounds like there was a little bit of glitching.
Yeah, it's just the
Holy Land line of sight.
point to point. Yeah, it's just a little bit hard. So
Yeah, we've got what used to be nice little shrubs and things are now full-size trees and
yeah, if you remember from the petrol prices from 6 years ago, you'll know that we kind of had a line of sight to the petrol price camera, like the camera we could see through, and now we've moved the camera 5 times and we can't get through it now. He suggested that we ran an Ethernet cable through
the bushes.
the thicket, which I believe has a full-size creek in it now.
And probably a few full-size snakes.
Well, yeah, we saw a snake on Wednesday last week, so that's cool. We've got random dangerous animals floating around, and we've seen some crazy things hop by the window as well. So things have gotten a little bit out of control out the back. So yeah, actually getting the transmission thing was going to be a little bit dodgy. We kind of knew that, but we thought we'd give it a crack anyway. But yeah, he wanted to go down with the Ethernet cable. I told him he shouldn't do it. So thankfully he listened to me, and we don't have Heath's here today. He's not.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about this device. So the A1 not only supports OMT, it's also, by default, it's an NDI device. You can put it into OMT mode or NDI mode. When it's in OMT mode, it has the ability to encode up to 1080-60 video and send it as OMT, and decode 1080-60 and decode it to HDMI to put up on a big screen at 1080-60. And it can do those simultaneously. So handy if you want to be sending a live feed back to the camera operator, so they know if they're live, or they know what their shot looks like, or they know what the next shot looks like, things like that. In addition, it can do 4K 30, but then you need to go to either encode or decode mode. It won't do both simultaneously. So that's what it's capable of. It's got a built-in tally that just works, which is also great in vMix. So you can know when the camera that's connected to this is live in vMix, is in the live output. And it's got power over Ethernet as well. So it means that all you need is one cable if you've got power over Ethernet network. And it's not even power over Ethernet plus, so it's really easy to pull off. So yeah, that's sort of the summary of that device. Yeah, look out for announcements from CND Live when they have official support in the device. And so far, our testing has suggested that this is an excellent device for OMT capture and encoding and decoding. So yeah, great.
All righty.
Okay, Q&A.
Sure.
It's time for Q&A.
Just bring it down a tone, yeah? Just calm, nice and calm.
Yep.
Oh, thank you for vMix.
I don't know what
Got
this
me
means.
to 100K.
Is that $100,000 or is that 100,000 subscribers?
That,
Either way, congratulations.
that is 100,000
Something.
uses of vMix.
Sure.
100,000.
We did have some questions regarding the DJI controller.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to grab it?
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave you in the shot.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just curious as to these questions as to... let's have a look. Let's run through some quick fire responses. 16 years. I'm assuming that means Joe's been using vMix for 16 years. That's quite some time. Almost as long as me. Scott's been using it since 2012. And yeah, so been around for a while, thankfully. The Heath heads to ISE. He wanted to make it a double sort of meaning for Heath heads to IBC. I don't know whether he met any Heath heads there. If you met Heath at ISE, let me know. Some more comments regarding the length of the video. Long video. This is a good one. I like this. Song is in real time of the flight to ISE.
Oh, everybody loved
one.
how long my video was.
Yes.
Now, I know it was extremely long, but believe it or not, it is very cut down. And because I was there for the full 4 days, I got to see a whole lot. But it took just about the full 4 days to see everything. So, yeah.
So the answer to this one is that the Holy Land, the vMix PC is nowhere near where we need to be able to have line of sight, like transmission from it. We'd be going through even more walls and having an even worse connection. So we have to get it out on the windowsill outside in order to maybe connect properly.
Yes.
So that's why we wouldn't do it. I mean, normally that'd be a great option, but unfortunately with the situation, we can't do that.
We have an enormous office. No, I'm kidding. We don't. What's the benefit of A1 over a Raspberry Pi? Okay, so I would say the first thing is the A1's got more capabilities. It's got other things that it can encode and decode. The built-in tally, that's unique to it, and there's no work for you to do, as in it's already done, you can just buy it. They're available on B&H. However, don't currently have OMT support. That will come very soon. So, yeah.
I would agree that the interesting side of the Winter Olympics, it's all remote, which was pretty crazy. And there is a video, Dallas Taylor, I think his name is, maybe. Don't quote me on that. But he's done a video, like a 15-minute video, talking about all the audio routing and stuff. And that guy has some pretty cool videos as well for live video audio production. If you want to check out his channel, but it's been floating around a little while. It's very fascinating to see how NBC did it. I agree with you, and I've been thinking about this the first time I saw or heard the buzzing of the drone. I'm like, surely there's a way for them to knock out that frequency. Yeah. Because it's very high pitched, and if they could even, I don't know where you can tune the motors to be consistently that sort of frequency. I know that it spools up and slows down, but if you could somehow keep it at a higher frequency and then just knock it out of the audio, because that was quite weird. Like, I feel like that's something that, with the amount of technology that went into these productions, I thought that they'd be able to actually pull that off. But because I don't know. Obviously, crowd noise, they can knock out crowd noise because obviously the microphone's in a different location, that type of thing, at these award shows where they're cutting out certain words or things that they're not allowing to go into the broadcast. But I would have thought that the drone noise would have been able to be like plug-ined out somehow to me. But that's just me.
I got some positivity.
No,
about
I enjoyed
the video. Did you?
Yeah. I was just curious. Like, I hadn't spoken to him at length about all the things that he did, so it was interesting to see what it was all about. Yeah. I think it's on B&H.
Just search B&H CND Live A1. I'm sure you'll find it.
Yep.
Yeah.
This social title goes forever. It's amazing. So, yep.
It's very spinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit obsessed with spinning shapes in GT, so sorry about that, everybody. You're just going to have to deal with it. Streaming in the front, party in the back.
I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
I think it's great.
But maybe we should make a t-shirt that says that.
That could, I don't know if you remember, but when I started doing live shows with you, I didn't have any sort of goodbye phrase. Somehow I could work that in, right?
I don't know.
Keep streaming in the front. No.
Yeah, finish that thought.
Let's park that and no such thing as bad ideas, bad things.
Yeah.
All right. If this is the question, then what is the answer? It's a philosophical quandary, isn't it? I watched a video on the drones they used as well. They're all custom made by the Dutch drone gods, and they have inverted propellers. Oh, wow. Okay. Not sure if this increases or decreases their flight noise.
I think they went for like the ability to have the drones there over the like quality of the video. Like, I think that definitely, you knew that it was coming from a drone, but I guess there's no way in adding $100,000 camera to a drone.
Yeah. There is. You can get massive octagon drones, you know.
But when you're sending it down a bobsled track, I'm not sure it's necessarily going to fit.
Probably not.
But it was cool to have it. But I agree. Like, the one thing that annoyed me was the and half the time they never used it. And I noticed that we watched...
Underutilized.
Because Australia are Winter Olympics powerhouses. We watched a bit of the Olympics for, especially like the half pipe and the aerials, the slope style and that type of thing. And I noticed that they were only running the drone like 1 in every 5 contestants, and then they wouldn't use it. So I just found it really weird that they were allowing the audio, like you knew the drone was flying around somewhere, but then
you didn't actually get to see the footage.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my. I agree with that one.
The white balance was all over the place, but they got some awesome shots.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yes.
Like going,
Yes.
It was just wild to me that like you have the bobsleigh go down and then you just see this thing just flying off after it. It's crazy. Let me ask some questions for you. When it gets there.
Do we remote sports? We do remote sports production via SRT. Will future vMix versions support hardware GPU decode for replay channels? Not at this stage. Decoding SRT via hardware isn't going to be a possibility. Sorry. Maybe one day, but not in the near future. Don't expect it in the next few years. Sorry. I've been using vMix from the year it was launched and even done a system setup at a horse racing circuit with 7 cameras. Yeah, nice. And a few drones. Wow, that's fantastic. And I've been using vMix from the year. Oh, okay. All right. So, from the year it was launched. Yeah. So if you've been using vMix that long, that is super cool. Thank you for coming on board so early in the piece. Thank you for giving it a whirl. That's great. I think they should include random wolf dogs in all future Winter Olympics.
Yep, Nazgul. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Yes.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Nazgul, the dog, somehow got onto the skiing track and ran across the finish line. It was incredible.
Winner. Any update on the Obtanium build? From what I understand, you need to use Windows 32 H2 or earlier. So that's not accurate. Our reference system is currently running the very latest version of Windows. There's no limitations with that for our motherboard. I have heard of some people having some issues updating. I would suggest give it another shot. Maybe try pulling out as much hardware as possible, such as any of your graphics or any of your PCIe slot devices, and try give it another whirl, give it an update. We haven't had the issues that we've heard of 1 or 2 people having, so yep. Does this mean Petrol Price Fridays and Petrol Price After Dark are being replaced with snakes from the Outback? Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. We have considered setting up a couple of cameras looking into the bushes to see what sort of native creatures we find. Because as Tim said earlier in the show, there's a bunch of them. We've got. Do we think a bandicoot or several?
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of birds. And more recently, some snakes.
Yeah,
So,
lizards. Plenty of lizards.
Lots of lizards.
We had a lizard in the
office.
The office, yeah. That was fun.
There's an air gap under our front door of about, 5 millimeters. So he must have snuck in very flat.
Yeah. Yep. All right, I think that'll do us for the live show. We'll answer some more in the post show.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to switch us all back to the
There
spinny
we go.
thing, well done, we did it.
Perfect.
I hit the wrong segment before. So.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was good because it did remind me to tell people about the code.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
good stuff.
yeah.
All right. Thanks very much, guys. We will catch you in March.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.
Thanks for watching. We gotta go. This has been the feeling.